And they're off, racing away for the £200,000 Group 3 John Pearce Racing Gordon Stakes over the mile and a half. West wind blows in yellow and dark blue, prominent early on with the wider running Al Kareem as they head around Oak Tree Corner. Al Kareem in the white and black with the noseband with West wind blows. These two cutting out the early work. And they've raced on a couple of lengths clear from the dark blue sleeves and cap Masakela, who is in third position. Sussex is next with that distinguishing white cap for jockey Shane Cross. A further length away to Jack Darcy's unbeaten in 2 races so far. Then in turn 2.5 lengths and back to find New London, who at the moment is racing in midfield, perhaps about the best part of 10 lengths behind the leader. Behind him then is Deauville Legend as they continue their journey inside the final mile of the contest. Further back is Hu Yamal in the gold and white silks. Grand Alliance is second to last, and the back market is Cresta. It must be 20 lengths behind the leader as they continue to climb over on the back straight. West wind blows and Al Kareem, they're first and second. Masakela back in third. Sussex is in fourth place. Jack Darcy's next in fifth. Then the Royal Blue of New London in sixth position from Deauville Legend and Hu Yamal. 3 lengths further back to Grand Alliance. And at the back of the field is Cresta under Jamie Spencer. Just before the turn back towards home then, it's West wind blows and James Doyle who lead the field. Showed by a length and a half to Al Kareem in second. Sussex in third from Masakela, who is back in fourth. In black and orange, Jack Darcy is in next position in fifth. Then New London and Hu Yamal and Deauville Legend in the white and red being held up for the challenge. Then Grand Alliance and Cresta, they're the final two, and they're inside the final half a mile. West wind blows still on the front end from the nose-banded head of Al Kareem in second. Masakela looking to get going in third. Then Sussex, followed then by Jack Darcy toward the wide outside, and Royal Blue New London is now looking to build up his effort. They race their way down towards the final quarter mile. West wind blows is out in front. New London is challenging on the near side. Hu Yamal over on the far side. Jack Darcy now picking up well between them. They race down inside the final furlong and a half. New London joins issue with Hu Yamal. Couple of lengths away to the staying on Deauville Legend. They're running to the final half. It's New London who's just out in front for Hu Yamal. Deauville Legend back in third, and on the run towards the line, New London will win the Gordon Stakes. Deauville Legend up for second and Hu Yamal, followed in by Cresta and Jack Darcy. Behind Jack Darcy then was West wind blows and Al Kareem.
The Derby runner-up, Hu Yamal, has just run third in the Gordon Stakes in his first start for George Bowie. What did you make of that?
Yeah, it was good. Look, he's a work in progress, and I think he's got to try and run 3,200 metres in Australia, 2 miles in the Melbourne Cup. So the aim is at the end of the year, and Ryan was happy with him. Gay was happy. He switched off. He's not wearing the hood today, and he's still learning. He was very raw going into the Derby, and he's still quite raw now. So no, look, we're very happy with him. I think that horse that won there was pretty highly thought of in the spring, and it didn't quite work out for him. And obviously James Ferguson's horse is a very good horse, Group 3 winner already, and it's a high level of form, I think.
Absolutely. Ryan lost his whip at some point during the race. Did he feel it made any material difference to the result?
Yeah, he did. He did touch on that afterwards. He said, he's a horse who needs encouragement, and yeah, look, he's run a gallant race. I think, especially without any help, probably in that sort of level. But no, look, he was very happy with him, and he's still got a lot of maturing to do.
What was the thinking with the tongue tie first time?
It's not quite as frowned upon in Australia, and I think it's probably only going to help him. He seemed to face it at home, and they don't view it the same way that we do here.
Okay, so you were kind of preparing him for his long-term Melbourne Cup target. Yeah,
exactly. And look, Gay doesn't run many horses in hoods, and lots of them wear tongue ties. And you see it in America and Australia a bit more than here. And no, he's got certainly no problems there, but it probably can only aid rather than sort of take away from him.
And so you were saying before that you're going to pick your way to Melbourne via the St Ledger?
I think so. He's, as I said, he's still got plenty of developing to do, and we're not going to over-race him here. He meant to go after the Derby, that sort of time, but he's been stuck here for a bit, so we're mining him for a while. And I think he's in the Irish Ledger, he's in the English Ledger, and we'll see how he is tomorrow. And Gay's in charge, and I'm sure we'll plot the right plan.
It sounds like we're not likely to see him in between either of those targets.
I don't think so. Look, the door's open to all sorts of ideas, but The main thing is he's been brought to go to Australia. You know, we're very lucky to have him here, and great to have a horse of his calibre in the yard. But he's not my property. He's Gay's, and that's that's the fundamental part of it.
Understood. Thanks for the update, George.
Thanks.
A fifth winner in the Qatar Goodwood Festival for William Buick, and an important one as well in New London, who's set back up in distance, back up in grade, and has won a deep Gordon Stakes. You must be very satisfied with that.
Very pleased with him. You know, he stepped forward again today. He had to. You know, it was a good Gordon Stakes, and you know, he came through with flying colours. So it was a good performance. You know, he's a lovely natured horse. He's beautiful to ride. You can put him anywhere, and he had a strong pace, which helped him as well. So, you know, it turned into a bit of a test, and that suited him.
Okay, so bearing with the St Ledger in mind, that's a good thing.
Well, look, yeah, you sort of, it wasn't an inconclusive race as in pace and distance-wise. You know, you had to get him on half today, and he really did. So, you know, we know he gets him on half well. The way he is and his demeanour and everything, relaxes in his races, you'd imagine he'd give himself a chance. But we'll see what the plan is.
And, I mean, clearly he handled Goodwood, he's just won a deep Group 3, but might the more conventional galloping track at Doncaster be right up his street?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, he travels, he's smooth, he's a good mover, he's well balanced, so I wouldn't really have any... I mean, obviously Doncaster is a very fair track, you know, every horse likes Doncaster. So, yeah, but, you know, I thought he was very smooth around here today as well.
He had to prove himself mentally here. Do you think he needs anything in between now and if it was the St Ledger next?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, that's not for me to say, but...
From your perspective as a rider, I mean?
Either way, I'd be kind of happy either way, whatever the horse needs, you know. He's, you know, Charlie and everyone at home knows the horse best, so whatever he needs, I mean, he can run fresh, he can run coming back off a race, so he's very versatile, I think, in that regard.
If you were to go for the Voltigeur, would it be quite the decision, or is this really the horse that you expected to be the Derby horse, and actually it would be straightforward?
Yeah, I don't know what the plan is for both of them. I think Charlie would be pleased with both Secret State and this fella today, so we'll see the decision him and the team make, and then we'll take it from there.
You can take it from there. Okay, congratulations.
Thanks.